Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Queer Edge with Jackie Jett. Now, the co-host, Michele Balan. Come on out!
I've been out for 40 years, but I haven't been here at Q on the Jackie Jett Queer Edge, and I'm so happy to be back again. And I gotta tell you what happened last night. I'm in LA, you know I'm a New Yorker, we said that. And I went to a lesbian club. Now the lesbians here are very pretty, but a little like, talk about themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, all the girls are like, oh, I do this, I do that. One woman, I'm an attorney at law. I'm like, I'm a comic at jokes, okay? At the end of the night, I've had it. One woman's like, I'm in the movie business. I go, what do you do? Rip the tickets? I've had it. But you know what's a little bit better than the gay bowling tournament that I just came from, which was great. Gay bowling with bowling. There were, yes, it was mostly gay men, a few lesbians, which was good because they were showing the men how to get their fingers in those little holes. So, that thing happened. But I was glad. You know what? It's good to be away from New York because we're in trouble again. We're in danger in New York. They hate us. Just when I left, I turned on the news and it said today was high alert. Yep, high alert. And I think I can't be high and alert at the same time. I mean, the higher I'm alert, pick one. It just never ends there. But finally, we're rebuilding the World Trade Center. Yes, we are in New York. We're rebuilding it. It's going to be taller. It's going to be stronger. It's going to have holes for planes to go right through. So, we're really, yeah. I live it, okay? And since we're on the subject of planes, flying here is not easy anymore. The security guards, who are about 12 years old, they opened my toiletries and, besides pulling out the vibrators, they pulled out my nail clippers and they said, we can't let you on the plane with a nail clipper. A nail clipper? What am I going to do, get on the plane? Let me in that cockpit! Come on, I'm Jewish, we're going to Miami, let me in! And I said to them, you're worrying about people, the terrorists getting on the plane? How about the pilots that are drinking now? Have you read that? We have drunk pilots. I'm afraid I'll be sitting on a plane, and I'll be in my seat, and all of a sudden I'll hear a pilot come over the loudspeaker. Hi, this is your captain. We'll be going somewhere soon. In the meantime, you can look out the window to the left and see me urinate. Fuck, I'm high. I hope you beeped that. Anyway, but I got here safe, and I'm very happy to be here because we have a Happy Meal full of guests tonight. Yes, Happy Meal. Purity Good Wife Jackie Inks is here. Come on. Let's give it up, give it up. Yeah. The Chastity Twins, the Barbarellas, will keep their legs crossed. Oh, why is that going to happen? We want legs open. The Village, now this is the best, the Village Undertakers, the stars of Family Plots on A&E, are hereby sworn in. Maybe, I'm hoping they can embalm me. The godly music of Sister Holy Palmer will grace us. And from the most righteous game show on television, Rich Fields and Rebecca Mary are here from The Price is Right. And of course, the Rock of Ages music of Cheap Chick. They are great. And let me just say this, and if you can find a better talk show, then buy it. I hate that kid. And if you find it unbroken, then do your duty and break it, because Queer Edges are a go!
What are you doing right now? It's your reality. Make it up. Vodka martini. 2 olives. This is my reality. What's yours?
Michele Balan, our co-host this week, is the sort of comic who makes other comics laugh, and she's had me laughing ever since I met her in the mean streets of New York City.
Right.
Welcome, Michele Balan.
Thank
That was
you
a great
so much.
opening,
Thank
honey.
You look fabulous as always.
All right, that's number one. I guess Jackie did explain to you yesterday that there's 3 compliments to come from you to me.
Oh, no,
per
I'm
show.
doing it totally on my own.
Did you not read your contract,
no,
sweetheart?
No, I didn't. This is just right from the heart.
Oh, that was a real compliment?
That's real. The others will be fake, but that one was like, you really look great.
There has to be a
This will
minimum
be the contract-fulfilling ones from now on, but
Okay.
this one was the real one.
That 3 compliments per show. They have to sound sincere and most likely.
But you look a little like holy tonight, though. You look very like godly, very...
That's
Not
because,
Jewish, that's for sure.
because I am, honey. Well, there are so many things I need to talk to you about, Michele Balan. There's so much going on in this world that we're currently living in. Are we living? Yeah, we are living in this world.
Yes.
And here's the whole. I swear, you get a lesbian on the show, and
She's a cat.
goes straight for the pussycat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't lick it, just pet it. Thank you very much. Now, here's the thing. I am not getting... My mind will just not release this little issue that happened a few weeks ago.
What happened?
And was it the Astrodome that they sent all those people to after Katrina?
Yes, well,
Okay.
yeah, after the other dome fell apart, they sent them to the Astrodome.
Yeah, that dome falls apart. Our government, God love our government. They're so cool.
Yeah.
Because our government, I swear to God, they stay higher than I do. Talking
That's-
about high
yeah,
alert, they're high and not unalert.
And not alert, exactly.
Anyway, so then they go to the, they send all those poor people to the Astrodome, and our dear close personal friend and frequent Queer Edge viewer, Barbara Bush, she made that brilliant comment. What was it exactly? Do you remember the...
Something about their lives are better than what they had.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to live with 10,000 of their closest strangers and have 2 bathrooms. Yeah, that's always a better life.
Yes, Barbara Bush felt that the people
Were happier.
were happier in the Astrodome living like this.
Yeah, and that's her son is our president, by the way.
Yeah,
so
her son is our president. Her husband is our ex-president, and you know they are so. God knows.
I want to ask you something about
the
that
Bushes
hurricane.
are so down with the poor people, aren't they?
Oh.
They know us poor people left and right. I bet you this. I would bet you $1 trillion that not one Bush has ever had a can of pork and beans. What do you think? I'm right?
You know,
Michele,
I think he looks like he would eat pork and beans. Of course, he's got a lot of money, but
he is pork and beans.
and he's spending it all. There'll be $1 left when I have to collect Social Security, which will be next week. And
I
I'm
have a
very
question
concerned.
for you.
But let me ask you about the hurricane names. Who names those? Who's the namer?
Yeah, that is
Do you
a good
know
question.
Who names those suckers? Katrina. That should have been Hurricane John Gotti. That was so fierce.
Katrina. Because then if you have the name Katrina,
it just is not.
that becomes a really popular name on Google. I wish they would name one of them Jackie Jett.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really good.
Wait, do you remember Hurricane Eduardo? Were you around for that? It was years ago.
Eduardo.
It's like a gay man hurricane.
I thought maybe that was when they were going through their Spanish
Yeah,
phase.
I don't know. It was sort of. It seemed like the kind of hurricane that go, "I'll blow your house down and redecorate." It was like, who comes up with this?
I don't know,
names?
but then I heard they were going to start naming them like Alpha, Omega, Beta, or
Social
something
Security, something like that.
But I got a question for you,
Blown
Michele. A question I ask frequently of our guests, and it's a measure of your self-worth in America today, and actually where your head is.
Oh boy!
And that is this. You know Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, well, I've never been.
Okay, but you're aware
I've heard.
of Branson,
Yes,
Missouri.
yes.
Okay. Now, if you had...
Very Mormon, right?
Okay.
Very Mormon.
If you had a choice, Branson, Missouri is where Wayne Newton and all those people have those theaters, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you had the choice, if you were offered $1 million and you had the choice to perform for a year, 7 nights a week, 2 shows a night in Branson, Missouri with Wayne Newton, or you could have $1 million and one time have oral sex with Barbara Bush, which would you choose to do?
Ooh.
Tough one. Everyone's thinking about it at home right now, aren't you? It's a tough choice. $1 million.
Ooh.
Huh?
She'd go to sleep fast. I think I choose that.
You would? You're the second one. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Who was the other one that chose?
And believe me,
Alan Cumming. You're in
chose-
bed with Alan Cumming because Alan Cumming chose to.
sleep with Barbara.
Yes.
Oral sex.
Because if Alan was there,
Wait, who's giving who the oral sex though?
No, you're giving the oral.
Oh, you're giving the. But yeah, still, I'll put her
Okay,
right
there
out.
you go. Okay, now that we've covered
I've had
that.
worse, believe me.
Oh, high five, honey.
And I
Me
didn't
too.
get paid.
High
Okay.
five, me too. Here's the whole thing. Let's go. Let's get serious now. That was serious stuff. That was heavy.
That was serious.
Heavy. Because now everyone is home is thinking, Branson, Bush vagina, Jim. Yeah. But now we'll go to some serious news. Some news from the very edge with my friend Miss Jackie Inks, please.
hey everybody, welcome in. The University of Nevada, Las Vegas recently completed a study of Chinese men, and it's the first of its kind to reaffirm what a Harvard study found out about American men just last year. We now know that fathers have a lower testosterone level than single non-fathers. The researchers always knew that testosterone makes men aggressive and it helps keep their sex drive up, but the test seems to back up a once scoffed at idea that by giving fathers less testosterone, it may be nature's little way of help keeping them from straying and thus making their marriages happier. It also seems to lend credence to the belief that a little less testosterone leads to a much happier marriage. Just like Rosie O'Donnell always told us it did. We do have a brand new basketball season upon us, and Los Angeles Lakers Kobe Bryant spokesperson announced that he and his wife Vanessa are indeed pregnant, and the couple will soon welcome their second child into the mix. Kobe is, of course, the same Kobe that had to face rape charges in Colorado 2 years ago, but it seems that Bryants have been able to rekindle their one-time threatened love spark. The spokesperson went on to explain that the Bryants are sharing lots of late-night giggles as Kobe is forced to run those late-night daddy-to-be errands, only to get home and find Vanessa's pregnancy cravings have changed. By the time he returns home with the white diamonds, she suddenly wants the pink ones. And finally, why don't we take a peek into the world of celluloid heroes and villains, shall we? The movie Brokeback Mountain has been getting some Oscar buzz, but it's upset some people from Wyoming, which is where the movie was shot and set. Wyoming playwright Sandy Dixon told the Casper Star-Tribune that the movie makers are trying to, quote, ruin Wyoming's image and take away its heritage. What's the whole hullabaloo about? Gay cowboys. Yep, Miss Dixon does not approve that the two cowboys in the movie have a boy-on-boy roll or two between the bedrolls, and she said that in all her time in Wyoming, she's never even met a homosexual cowboy, and that protecting her Wyoming heritage is important to her. We here on The Edge don't want to ruin any heritages, all right? We're not about that. So we are asking all of us to leave their George Bush supporting, Pat Robertson following, Nancy Grace watching, Donald Rumsfeld trusting, minority bashing, gun control opposing, Walmart shopping, Dick Cheney accepting, birth control hindering, Dr. Phil admiring, self-loathing, head in the sand, flag waving, homophobic, wind blown, trailer park, red state loving heritage, to all those that damn well want it. Your heritage is safe with us. You guys, this is the Queer Edge. Jack, Michelle, yours truly, right after this. Welcome back, Queer Edge, on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Like a flashback that is prettier than the original, please say hello to a band that I'm hanging with and digging it. Cheap Chick!
The dream police, they live inside of my head. The dream police, they come to me in my bed. The dream police, they're coming to arrest me. Oh no. You know the talk is cheap and those rumors ain't nice. And when I fall asleep, I don't think I'll survive that night. That night, you wait for me.
get paid to take vacations or leave me alone. They spy on me, I try to hide, they won't let me alone. They persecute me, they're the judge and jury.
Oh my God!
That was fabulous.
Oh my God! Send me to the motion picture home now. Bless my heart.
Damn.
Michelle, Daddy Jack.
That was
I don't know
fabulous.
about this rocking and rolling.
I know. I was dancing with a dancer. I'm very
Yeah.
very wet.
You know what? We're gonna need
Moist.
to.
Moist.
Can
Moist.
someone bring Michelle and Jack our Geritol and let us take a 10-minute nap? At this point,
We're just getting started.
Oh, this is
I don't
live.
think 10 minutes is enough.
This is live TV.
Just getting started.
Okay, I'm really excited about these guys. I know, here's the great thing about reality TV, and this show, seriously, no bullshit, is the best reality TV out there. This is Family Plots. Let's watch a clip from it, and then we'll come back and introduce you to some of the guys from it.
I don't really like to think about life and death. I am scared to death to die.
One thing about being a funeral director is you have to resolve your own mortality very early on.
La 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 la, I don't want to talk about it. Thank you. Mrs. Martinson's family has a family plot. Isn't that cool?
We're in the business. We should definitely be getting a burial place for all of us.
We're headed to Dearborn Cemetery to choose a family plot.
Mausoleum's out, Mom. No, who said?
If the Wissmillers want to spend eternity together, good luck to them.
Those don't interest me. They're ugly. I don't like them.
Jesus Christ.
I can imagine that it would be very difficult for that bunch to get on the same sheet of music.
Oh, please.
Yes, okay, listen. I got to tell you really quick before I bring them out here, the coolest thing about being able to do a television show like this is that, you know, I watch these shows, and this show is the most real reality show out there. And I know this family inside and out, and what doing this show allows me to do is to bring them out and correct their dysfunctions as if I think I'm Dr. Phil or something. But trust me, I'm just as qualified as Dr. Phil.
Exactly.
I'm from Texas, and I'm balding, and I'm overweight.
You're halfway home.
You know, he goes one way, I go another.
Except you don't have a pretty young wife. Like
I don't
he
have a
does.
pretty
That's
young
it.
wife. You think she's pretty? Yikes. Okay, anyway, here we go. You wouldn't think a fictional account of a funeral home would become a hit HBO series, but it's even more unlikely that a reality show set in a funeral home would become a hit A&E series. From Family Plots, please welcome Chuck and Melissa. Have a seat there.
Hi, honey. Welcome.
All right.
Hello there.
Suddenly I want to go bald and become Dr. Phil.
Here. No, you sit over here.
No, you guys just sit down wherever.
Yeah.
Sit down. By the way, I would like to just congratulate you. Almost how many years sober now?
God willing, in February it'll be 20 years.
Wow.
20 years. God willing that you make it through this show and maintain
Wait,
this.
I used to be a friend of Bill's. Now I'm an acquaintance.
That's a good way of putting it. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, would you like to kind of put it in a nutshell what this show is about? Because I know everything, and I'm afraid if I tell people, I'm going to give them my skewed version of it. So you tell us what Family Plots is about.
I always like to tell everyone it's kind of an offshoot reality series likened to 6 Feet Under.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, and if you've never seen 6 Feet Under, it centers around a family-run mortuary and all the quirks and the personalities, the loves, the lies, the deceit, the hate, the kisses, the hugs, and the cries.
The smoking.
Yeah, the smoking, yeah.
Of cigarettes. But here's, the whole thing is this. It's kind of 6 feet under without all the surrealism and the, weird camera angle. This is real. This is real. Now, here's something that really fascinates me is that this show has been running 2 seasons, or we're in 2 seasons now. So now, once you're in your 2nd season, you guys are starting to be well known. I mean, I'd recognize you and you both right off the street, But so now people are coming to you with their deceased wanting to be buried on the television show. So death has now entered the reality phase. So when they say when gay men start getting their own TV chat shows and dead people start having their funerals televised, I'm sure Pat Robertson says the world is soon to come to an end.
It can't be too far away.
It is coming. Exactly. We're all going to be out of a job then. But we're having fun in the process, nonetheless. But I do find it interesting that, like, you had a lady on recently who had seen the show, right, and wanted to be, and she passed away, and requested to be buried in your services.
Yes, absolutely.
And
this happens all the time.
It's happened more than once.
I mean,
So we don't. A lot of that stuff we just don't see.
Right.
Okay. Now here's my question to you: how do you deal with this your newfound celebrity?
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm loving it too.
I'm working it.
You're working it.
I'm working it.
Because you're beautiful.
Too. It increased their business by sure.
But here's my thing. Now, are you single?
I am.
Yeah, but you must get.
So am I.
Yeah, I know, Chuck. We'll get to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. But here's the thing. How are you getting dates left and right? Yeah, we got. There's the little pussycat for you.
I'm getting dates based upon the show's character of Rick. People think that I date older men. And I date very much younger men. So.
What are you talking, 12, 13?
24, 25.
24, 25,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, so we're going to go, you guys are going to stay with us for a while, aren't you? Because
Thank you.
I need to talk to you about your dad.
Oh,
You and
okay.
your dad.
I'm going to be reprimanded. You can spank me now.
Well, we had the spankers on last night,
Okay.
but they taught me how. So you may get a tad spanking
Okay.
from Daddy Jack, okay?
All right.
In
Father
placing in for Daddy Chuck,
Okay.
You're more like a Father Jack.
Yeah, I'm more like a Father Jack tonight. But right now, you like Cheap Chick, don't you? You like Cheap Trick?
Oh, we love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Well,
love 'em.
even better is Cheap Chick, am I right?
Yeah, they're great.
Here's your Cheap Trick, and there's your Cheap Chick. All right. Take it away, girls, right now.
Rick, this young man has expressed an interest in, wanting to pursue the funeral professions. What do you think?
If he's not a little asshole and he's willing to work at it, then yeah, hell yes.
It's almost like a baptism by fire for Dan. I'm sure he's never had any exposure to anything like this.
People think I'm kind of crazy, but I really do find it fascinating.
If he wants to be an embalmer, he's going to have to experience some of the things that are unpleasant.
Use the restroom real quick.
What's he doing?
He's going to puke his guts out.
Welcome back standing. It's the Queer Edge with Jackie Jett. Now come on out!
Hey guys, do we have another clip? I want to show another clip if we can right now of these family plot people over here because they're. I got to get you into it. I got to catch you up on all the gossip. So let's show this clip and then we'll come right back, okay?
Oh, guess where I gotta be tomorrow at 6 in the morning?
Where?
Jagger and Christy.
You're kidding me.
They've invited me to be a guest on their radio show on 94.1.
Shauna, what time do you have to be there?
6. The ulterior motive is that I think Jagger and Christy will be able to land Chuck a date.
If anybody like to go out with Chuck, we're gonna give you a dinner and the whole thing.
Could you send me a picture of yourself? Chuck is too picky.
This is hurry date, and I think that this might be an alternative to get Dad a date.
I would think they would have found somebody by now just to get him off them.
You like to dance?
Okay, here's one of my things. Now this is where Daddy Jack gets on his soapbox. Because, soapbox. And that is this. You have the coolest daddy in the world.
I know.
And he really is. And I'm going to tell you something really serious. And Jackie Jett never gets serious. Because I've talked to people. I watch this show with a group of friends. And we have other groups of friends that watch the show too. And here's something really kind of ironic about the whole thing. People that have lost their dads, or whose dads have passed, think that you guys don't treat your dad very well. People who are people who have their dads and are just kind of generally bitchy, you know, say, oh yeah, they have a right to bitch at their dad. But your dad, he's not a gay man. You know, he is about as far from a gay man as any man can be. He is a man's man. And he's been punched in the head a few times.
Oh, more than a few.
Yeah. And also, and Daddy Jack's been punched in the head a few times with some various forms of marijuana we don't want to discuss right now. But how do you feel, Chuck? Do you feel you're treated fairly by your daughters?
You know what? Growing up with these girls when they were teenagers and all the drama. Yeah. And then now that we're older and we're doing this show, they treat me that way most of the time. I mean, you know, they treat me good, they treat me bad. It depends. If I'm yelling at one of them and then they're mad, she's mad, then the other two are like, well, in fact, Shauna did it the other day. She comes in and she says, you better settle down. I said, what? She says, you and Emily. I says, what? We had a little argument. So what? I got a beef with her and that's it. So that evening or that afternoon, Emily comes in, gives me a big kiss, hug. You know,
and it's all settled.
We got women back.
You guys are Italian?
We're German Italian as Chuck,
Yeah, I'm married to an Italian man, so I'm a bit familiar with some of that.
Do you think the show, since, I mean, it's kind of on reality TV because you're trying to be yourself. I mean,
but this is real reality.
Right.
Some of that reality is just all forced
fake reality.
Fake reality.
But do you think the show makes those moments more so? In other words, when you're in the show, you know,
are you playing it?
Are you playing it?
No,
or are you really, these fights are real?
Trust me, this is not, when we fight, we don't care who the hell's standing there. You know, the Pope could be standing there.
It's Italian, that's the Italian part.
Yeah, you know, there's
Have you gotten to the points where the cameras really are invisible to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Chuck, you must have the ladies coming on to you left and right at this point.
Look at that.
I got women sending me pictures. I got women writing me, calling me.
Are they dead or alive, though?
I don't know. Some of them, I wonder. No, I've got all kinds of ladies calling me and writing me and so forth. But you know what? It seems like they're way the hell out. They're in Texas, New York, Alaska, Hawaii. They're all over the place.
Chuck, but let me tell you a little secret about something they call them airplanes. And I don't know if you're familiar with them yet, where you're from, but they fly in from various cities to this city.
More like this, though.
Yeah, more like this.
Yeah, that's true. Like
don't ask the flight attendants for anything. But yeah, there is ways of connecting.
Well, I know.
And so, I'm going to come right out and ask you, are you getting laid a lot from this show? And I want you to shut your ears. Shut your ears.
Yeah.
Okay, shut your ears.
To be honest with you, I'm so damn picky. No. But I could be if I wanted to.
If you weren't so picky. tell us the kind of chick that you like, because Daddy Jack is going to find one for you.
Okay, where is she?
It's one of my
May not be
Barbarellas.
here.
That one right there.
Which one?
In the white top.
Jack,
She's
don't let
the-
her.
That's what I thought.
Both.
She's built exactly the way I like my women.
Yeah.
She's got.
I think she's a little young for you. Let's
There's
put
two,
you in.
there's two
Look
sad
here.
stories
Look
with
here,
that.
let me tell you, I like them between 18 and 35 or 40, depending, and younger if they get a note from their mother. So.
Well, now I know why you fight with them.
Okay. Now here's the thing, though,
Now I
Chuck.
understand.
There's two problems with Shar. Number one, I own the bitch. Am I right, Shar? No, it's true. The second problem, Chuck, is she is not digging on the dudes.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
So that's just the way it is. But you know what? We're going to find you someone. I think we are going to find Chuck. We're going to make that our mission here on the Queer Edge to find yourself. Do you mind dating a chick who's lesbianic occasionally?
Doesn't bother me.
And
I'm
swings both ways?
Yeah, I dated one. I used to date one back
He
east.
likes
yeah.
it.
Digs it. Yeah.
You dig that?
How many
guys know?
Stay connected here because I know a lot of those chicks. Yeah. Daddy Jack's going to get Chuck laid, and then I'm going to be on Family Plots. I'll probably be dead, but I'll be on Family Plots.
You were related to Johnny Weissmiller. And
Yeah.
They made a mistake. He's not my uncle. He's the third cousin.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Was he involved with your family growing up? I mean,
No,
is it just somebody you knew?
My father knew him, and in fact, he swam against him in Chicago at the YMC many years ago. And he said that we took off and we're swimming, and he saw all of a sudden here he comes back. We're not even halfway down. He's on his way back. He said he was an amazing swimmer, and he was a good guy, you know, according to my dad.
And you're a boxer, though.
I'm a former professional fighter, yeah.
Look, how's this?
You could use some work.
Yeah. It's me trying to look butch. It never, no matter what, I can't pull it
So you went
off.
from boxing into having a funeral home then?
Well, we don't own the home, honey. Now that's not bad.
It's all in the feet.
There you go. It's not bad.
We like your
Yeah.
The fancy footwork. There you go.
That's a Fred Sanford style of boxing.
That's what I was going for.
You got it.
Isn't that a compliment? That was good. That was good.
That was
good.
Okay. Listen, are they staying with us? Because I'm really not through with them. Are they coming back? They're coming back. Have you met our Mexican mime? He's our Mexican mime. He does, yes. So they're coming back. But right now, he's saying that we are going over to listen to the sounds of Cheap Chick.
Jack, you know, The Price is Right never. I don't remember that episode of Price is Right.
Yeah.
That
is Price is Right in Bizarro World.
That is. Anyway, listen. Tomorrow is Canadian Lesbian Wednesday, but we have a little treat for you to hold you over. From a David Bowie duet to movie soundtracks to producing with Dr. Dre, Holly Palmer is the artist to put some money on. That's a little bit eclectic. That's Queer Edge. Please welcome the one and only Holly Palmer.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, it's Holly. What are you doing? Did I wake you up? Oh, nothing. I was just out. I started thinking of you on my way home. On the way up, by steps in my apartment house. Yeah, it's good out here. I like it. I'm working hard and what about you, oh. Do you find romance? Of course you do. That's why they call it Rome. Yeah, I get it. That's funny. Anyway, well, it's been so long and I wonder what's going on, and I just wanted to check in and see how you are. I don't miss you much. I just don't really wanna hold a grudge. Is everything cool between us? 'Cause you meant a lot to me, and you mean a lot. Oh yeah, you're funny as usual. Everyone's a comedian, right? Well, I heard you were in New York with the ghost of Richard Brodigan. Remember when you told me about him? The light was dusty through the green leaves outside the window of that hotel. And I told you about Maya Angelou, and I showed you the picture of my mom, and you said, oh no. I knew I'd fancy her. Oh, just a second, the phone is ringing. Oh, it's you on the other line. Well, I gotta go. Yeah, yeah, sure. I keep phoning. I keep phoning. I keep phoning. But what about you? Been to Spain, Jamaica, or Belize? Oh yeah. Well, who did you find romance? Of course you did. That's why they call it Rome. Yeah, I get it. That's funny.
Yay! Wow! Honey Parker! She's a foxy woman! Yes!
Sit
First
right
of
here.
all,
Sit right
honey,
here.
already you've had one marriage proposal.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Well, why did you look at her and not me?
Oh.
Why did you look at her and not me?
Did I look at her? I was looking at
I said
everybody.
you have one marriage proposal, and you looked right at Michelle, and that's the right person to look to.
Because I'm psychic.
Oh, and I'm psycho, so it's good.
Yeah, psycho and psychic.
I think
She's very cute. I'm getting
Very
nervous
cute.
again.
Are you Lesbitarian?
No.
Ah, there you go. It's
You're not Lesbitarian?
No.
That
I'm
would
not
sounded
vegetarian, lesbitarian,
Nothing?
libertarian.
That sounded-
Vegetarian?
No.
Right, it sounded so Lilith fair.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It did.
had
It
a
sounded
Lilith-
very
Okay, clear something up in my little perverted
straight women.
mind.
Now
What
we're
is les-
singing lesbian songs.
Okay,
It's the-
is
But what
Lilith fair not? I thought Lilith, and someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is Lilith fair not all lesbionic?
No.
Oh, it's not.
And it's actually
No.
very, I had a great time. You know, I had
You
a
were
great
there?
Well, you're a
Yeah.
lesbian.
Did you do that?
I'm not a lesbian,
Yes, you, or you just haven't come out.
Okay.
But, okay. We go through this every day. Settle down and be at peace with your lesbitology. You are not a lesbian yet, but here's the thing.
Is she,
But she's drinking my water, and that's fine.
She's drinking your water, and that's enough. But here's the thing, honey.
We're sharing so much all at the same
It's
time.
always started with the fluids already. So
Do you look at me for a second?
You
then
can. It's
okay.
closer to you if I'm holding it. Than
look at me. Look at me.
Oh.
Do you find me incredibly attractive?
Oh yeah.
That's the right answer.
ding.
I especially like the length of your outfit. I like
Yeah.
how it comes
Do you
down
like
like
the length of this?
that. Whoa!
Need I say more? Oh.
Wow.
But what kind of dudes do you date? Oh, my Mexican mime. Oh,
right there.
That boy over there in the corner. Okay.
He's very tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about when you masturbate?
You know, I haven't had to do that lately.
Uh-huh.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that wasn't the question. The question is, what do you think about when you do masturbate?
Am I gonna go blind?
Yeah. I know.
You know?
Yes, my dad.
Come see me.
Well, see, that could do things for my music.
My dad used to tell me that all the time. He would say, "Jack, if you do that, you're going to go blind. You're going to go blind." And I would be like, "Daddy, I'm over here. By the way, look at me over here." It's like talking to someone on the wall. So obviously, he had a few wankers in his day. I love you, Daddy.
Wow.
So I know he watches me now masturbate. And I'm cool with that.
And everybody can see.
Do you think God watches you masturbate?
Who's God?
Yeah, good question.
That's a good question.
Are you a communist? Huh?
No.
Glue sniffer?
No.
Okay, so we've learned a lot about you today. We've learned that you're not a glue sniffer, you're not a lesbian, you're not a vegetarian.
I like cheeseburgers.
You like cheeseburgers?
I love big fucking fat cheeseburgers.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've learned a lot. Right now, we're going to go, though. I got to tell you this. You're gonna get all goosebumply over this because we are happy to present from one of television's game show giants, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. The Price is Right. Please welcome Rich Fields and Rebecca Mary. Come on, you guys!
Do I get a kiss as well?
Yeah,
Well, and a spanking as well.
I got a little spanking out of it.
First place? Yeah. I'll go around you. Go ahead, honey.
Oh my God, I have so much to talk to you about.
Hi, baby. Sweet.
That's actually Michelle's pussy
Nice.
cat that you can pet, but you cannot fondle.
Okay, very nice.
And
Those
I
are the
know
ground
your wife
rules.
is
Those are the
here,
only ground rules of the night.
and your wife would
Very nice.
agree with that as well. I don't know where to start with this show because it's like an endless. Like when you got this gig on this show, there must have been like the ultimate job security. Because this show is going to go on forever and ever and ever.
Amen.
Yeah, amen. Yeah. Now here's the thing, and I mean this with all due respect, and I don't have a lot of due respect, so so you have to
Or respect it all.
or respect it all.
Sure.
But so bear with me on this. My mom watches this show daily, and my mom comes to visit me, and my mom is 84 years old, and she's starting to get a little senile. And some might say that Bob Barker is starting to get just a bit forgetful. Sometimes he gets a bit forgetful.
Your grandma says that?
Huh?
Your grandma saying that?
Bring
her out here. Where's Grandma? Grandma?
No, I'm saying it. My grandma doesn't get it. Here's what I'm trying to say to you. As Bob Barker has gone and gotten a bit older, so have most of the people who watch that show.
Yeah.
So they've all kind of gotten senile together. Is that fair to say?
I don't know if senile is the right word, but after 34 years, and Bob on this particular show, 34 years, 18 years on Truth or Consequences, he's left the script behind. He is totally ad-libbing
totally.
everything.
He finally
everything.
learned it.
If I'm sitting in this desk 35 years from now, I'm going to be like this.
Right. I hope I can pee on my own at 81, let alone still be. He'll be 82 in a couple days. He'll be 82 on the 12th of December.
Rich, you know what? Here's the sad thing. I wish I could pee on my own right now.
Well,
and that's really where we're coming from.
That's what the bag is for over here on the side.
Oh, you noticed that? Yeah, that is for. Okay, I'm going right now. Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot it was there. Now, how did you get selected to be a Barker's Beauty? Because there's a whole history behind that.
Yes, actually, I went through 3 years of auditions.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Really?
I auditioned 3 consecutive years for it, and I guess the third time was the charm. And I was lucky enough to be brought back for a stage audition, and I guess they liked me.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, how long have you been with them?
It's been over 2 years now.
We need
Luckily.
Okay, let me just bring out a product for you two.
All right.
Let me just bring this out, and like if you were, and next up, you do it.
Oh, yes.
And next up on the Price is Right.
I need to stand up.
It's a beautiful wig.
This
adorable grass wig doesn't fit on many heads.
No.
But it might fit on Jack.
Yes, because it's a pothead. There you go. Okay, that was really good.
Thank you.
That was very good.
I've been practicing my whole life.
Let's see you do it.
Okay.
You must have some flair, a little. It's a hand wrist. It's all in the. It's all in the flip.
Oh, he's got
Do you
good
think Bob
wrists.
Barker's watching?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob, God bless you. I pray for him every
Hi.
night.
Here we have right here, beautiful. No, you have to do the speech. I have to do this.
Well, there's the initial open. It's a new wig. This beautiful new wig made of something green fits on most people. Can be worn inside or out.
Is that good?
Again, a new wig, and then there's the final.
I love that. How do you do that?
Total retail value about $5.
How do you do that?
He's been rehearsing since he's been little. He's practiced with a hairbrush in the mirror when he was little.
Seriously.
That's the swear to God truth.
Because that is so cool. Can you teach those lessons?
For a price.
A
sure.
new wig.
Thank you.
And
You know what the cool thing is?
Oh no, they're not telling. Don't pay any attention to them. They're telling us we had
It's
to
still
say
your
goodbye.
show?
It's
It's still your show.
Yeah, the
You're real
mime, my
quickly-
Mexican mime is telling me we've got to go. But here's
It's very rare that someone gets to like have an idol and then grow up to take his place. I mean, that is so.
very rare.
That is so.
How much time do you have?
a new car.
You sign off.
Go ahead.
26 years ago, I went to see The Price is Right. Johnny Olson, the original announcer, was out there, said to the crowd, "Are there any questions?" I was 18. I raised my hand. I said, "How do I get your job?" He brought me up on stage, had me say, "Come on down." Here I am 26 years later.
Seriously.
Yes.
That is the coolest story. That is the coolest story. And by the way, you know what? Can I tell you this?
How do I get your job?
Yeah.
You don't.
You gotta have a penis first. This job requires a penis.
I have one.
Okay. But it's not attached, honey. It's got to be attached. Here's the whole thing. Congratulations to you, because this is he just doesn't pick any chick at all. No, he picks the best chicks.
Bob introduced him to her husband, her future husband.
Really?
Yes, he's
Who
the
worked on
reason.
the show.
He's the reason I met the man.
Yeah,
who
you're
married.
handsome.
There he is. Waiting
Yeah,
back
I say
Yeah.
you're a very handsome
Hi,
dude
baby.
there. And
Thank
your
you.
wife, yeah. See, that's the thing. If you get on a TV show like this, then the chicks and the dudes come after you.
Oh yeah, it just follows. It's just
follows.
Yeah.
Do you
It
like
hasn't
it? Do you
worked
like
for
it,
me. We got to say goodbye
Love
right
it.
now. We'll be right
I
back
love it.
with more Queer Edge right after this. Say it. Come on out. Oh my God, welcome back, welcome back. Listen, we have done so much chatting during the show that we have very little time to say what have we learned, but we're going to go through real quick, and we're going to start with you. What have you learned, Chuck?
What I learned today is,
Go ahead.
is I'm gay.
Okay, Chuck's, come on now. What have you learned?
Daddy Jack knows best.
Yes.
I learned that spiked hair like that does work on TV.
Yes, it does. What about you?
I've learned how easily a urine bag is hidden.
That's very good. What have you learned,
I've
Jackie?
learned that it's time to remind you to say goodbye to everybody. And don't forget, The Price is Right in Canada.
Price is Right in Canada? What have you learned? What have you learned? Nothing. Very good. All right, good night, everybody. Tune in tomorrow night when we're going to have 16 pounds of queer stuff going on this very show. So stay tuned. I love you. Bye-bye.